Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Ignore my cats. What are we doing here today? It's been almost 2 months since the last time I posted something on my YouTube, and I have a very good Perry. It's been almost 2 months since I last posted. Oh, we're gonna start again because reroll because I want to do this in one take, but we'll see. It's been a couple months since I haven't posted on my YouTube channel, but I'm back. And if you guys could recognize my space from the previous videos, you can see that the remodel is basically done. Can we get a little applause for that? Where's my applause button? Give me a second. Yep, because my space is done. It took forever, but we are done with the remodel. So what are we doing here today? It's been 2 months and a lot has happened since I last posted. So let's get into it. Okay, so first and foremost, big news, cat's out of the bag. I'm pregnant. Me and my husband are having a baby. Cheers! So this has been a secret since last year. Probably like October, is when we started taking everything very seriously and decided to make a change in our health for us to start trying to have a baby. What changes did we have to make? There was a lot of lifestyle, a lot of health changes. There was just many changes that we needed to make in our lives for us to be able to say that we have reached a point where we were ready to start trying to have a baby. Obviously we both started going to the gym. We started being more healthy. We cut out a lot of the negative things in our lives to make the whole process just easier for the both of us. And let me tell you guys something. It was the best change that our life needed, because we just needed a reason. We became mentally and physically more healthy. We cut off all the toxics from our lives, whether it be people, the toxic lifestyle, just trying to prepare ourselves to be parents and get into the mindset of welcoming a new baby into our lives. So that has been something that we've been working on since last year, but for the past couple of weeks it was kind of more difficult for me to just really be online and just really talk about everything, because I wanted to have a safe pregnancy. I wanted to make sure that me and baby boy made it out our first trimester. And since we did, everything is going great. Cheers. And everything is just so exciting and new and such a beautiful thing to experience. And there's so many people that are pregnant right now, and I think it's such a beautiful thing. It's such a beautiful thing to have a partner and to have a baby that's like both of you guys, and it's like a little bit of you and a little bit of him, and it's just gonna be a mini you guys. Like, what is more exciting than that? Absolutely nothing. So with our So with our remodel, we have also trying to work on building a space for our baby, because me and Harrison, we have a lot of things. I probably have more things than him, but we need to make space for our baby. And our baby will be here in a few months. Even though it doesn't feel like it, he will be here in a few months. And it's just so exciting. Like, it's so exciting. So one thing about me, I have always collected baby clothes. One thing I love doing is thrift shopping. So when I go out and I see something cute, something different, I would just buy it, because I knew at some point in my life I was gonna have a baby. I didn't know it was gonna be this year, next year, the year after that. It could have been 10 years that I was gonna have a baby. But something in my mind was always like, if you find something cute, you know, like some overalls, a sweater, a funny like onesie, just pick it up. Like, it's not gonna hurt for it to be at home. And that's what I would do. So a lot of the clothes that I purchased before even thinking that I was gonna get pregnant, have the baby this year, was very gender neutral. One, either very pink in case it was a girl, or very masculine in case it was a boy. And now that it was confirmed that it was a boy, I have a lot of pink clothes that I need to get rid of, or maybe just save, because you never know, maybe along the line I have a baby girl. But we'll see what the future holds for that. You know, I always thought at some point I was gonna be a mom. And if you know me personally, you know whenever I would go thrifting, I would just find anything, like a little thing here, a little thing there, and be like, okay, that's gonna be cute for my baby when it gets here. And he's here. Oh, he's not here, but he's basically here. And it's just so exciting, because I knew he was gonna be here at some point, but I didn't think it was gonna be now. But it's so funny to think about, because we've been wanting to be parents for about a year now, and you know, the timing was just so perfect at the end of this year for us to be confident enough to say that we are healthy, we are in a non-toxic environment, and we are at peace of mind for us to feel comfortable creating a new life. So it was such exciting news for Harrison and I to find out that I was actually pregnant and we were gonna have a baby. It was so exciting. And the first person we actually told were my parents, my cousins, and my husband's aunt and uncle. And it was just such a special moment, because it's something that everyone wanted for us. It's something that everyone hoped for us. And it was just a lot of hardships, you know, along the way. So why wouldn't we want to share this special moment with everyone? Because we worked so hard on bettering ourselves. We worked so hard on just trying to be better, because we knew we wanted to create a life and we just wanted to be better for them. Last year we actually celebrated our 3-year anniversary, our wedding anniversary, and the conversation of when are we having the baby always came up. And Harrison and I always wanted to make sure we did things right, and that's right in the way I believe in and the way that he believes in. What's right to us might not be right to you. You might have done things your way, but we wanted to do things our way. Meaning, I needed to graduate first. Check. We needed to be financially stable, which we are. 3, we needed to have a plan for the future, which we do. And 4, we needed to be married. Even though we got married, that was the first thing we did, was get married, and then all the other things came their way. But those were the 4 things that we needed to check off before we would even start thinking about having a baby. And everything just fell into place. Everything fell into place this year. It's just so, I think it's just so beautiful when you have like your person and you want to create a life with this person and create a future. Me and Harrison have always been about the future and what it holds for us and what we're gonna do next. And where else in the future can we start besides with the baby? Like, there's I don't know how to describe it. Like, it's just a great, amazing, like, those words are just understatements of how it feels to be a parent. Like, parent to be, because we're not parents just yet, but parent to be. Even though our baby's still not here yet, all of our conversations consist of how are we going to be better? How can we do better? How can we secure a future for ourselves and our child? So family to me, Perry! So family to me looks very different than family does to Harrison. And a conversation that we always have is preserving family. How are we going to raise the baby? What are going to be like its morals? And I think it's such a great thing that me and Harrison have so much in common, because even though we might be from different cultures, we have similar beliefs regarding family, whether it be that you're like my closest family, they're like my second family. Example, my closest family to me isn't technically my family, but they're my family. Why do I say that? Because they were there for my pregnancy announcement. The same way that Harrison's family was there. They were there, Harrison's family, for the pregnancy announcement. And that's the only family we need. And I just can't wait for this baby to grow up and understand that, you know, family isn't just your blood. Family is who makes you feel welcome, who makes you feel loved, who makes you feel confident, and just who makes you feel appreciated as a human being. And I just think that my baby is just gonna be the best blessing to both of our families. My parents are so excited about being grandparents. You have no idea. And it's just very beautiful to have your family in your corner supporting this beautiful moment in your life. I know my parents, my cousins, and my aunts and uncles from Harrison's side are excited. They're looking forward to meeting this baby. They're looking forward to the baby shower. They're looking forward to being part of its life and just growing with him. And there's a little few touchy subjects there when it comes to how it is that I'm gonna raise my family and raise my baby, but we could talk about that a little later on, because right now it's about the baby. So that is why I have been MIA for 2 months on YouTube, because my husband, my family, everyone was processing the fact that there is a baby coming. It was a lot of getting stuff ready, making sure that our home, our environment, everything was as welcoming as it could be for our baby that we will be welcoming in about 4 months, because surprise, it'll be here by September. And a lot of people might have already seen it on TikTok, because that was the first spot that I posted it on. And that's where I made my little announcement with my little family, just letting them know that Perry! I just want to say, you know, welcome to the world, baby. Oh, we don't even have a name yet, so, but you know, exciting news. What an announcement I had to make. So I do plan on posting a little bit more often on YouTube now that we are settled, now that I have to be a lot less physically productive, and this doesn't take too much time or too much effort. Just, you know, sitting here chatting, filling you guys in to what's going on. So I think the next video that I'm gonna post, well, so far in my YouTube journey, there has been 2 types of videos. The videos of just remodeling, which is just me ranting and being productive, and this type of video where I'm just sitting and ranting. So I think you guys are gonna see a lot more of just sitting and talking, and probably a vlog or two here and there regarding my baby boy. But you know, hopefully some exciting stuff coming. Who knows, we'll figure it out. But thanks guys for watching my video. Make sure to comment, like, subscribe, and comment down if there's any type of other videos you'd like to see, and I'll see you guys.